know, throughout all those jailhouse tapes, how often do we actually hear her refer to Caylee? There we heard her again saying that little girl. We'll have to go to the shrink on that. But right now to Kathy Bellich with WFTV. Kathy, what can you tell me about this, all the documents, the video, and so forth that's going to be released in about 24 hours?
Well, we hope it's going to be released in about 24 hours. What we know is there is a videotape of Casey Anthony at the sheriff's headquarters the day she was indicted for first-degree murder. We know that there was a videotaped meeting of some sort between her ex-boyfriend Tony Lazaro and her brother. I believe that there was a fishing expedition going on about how much information possibly Lee knew about the case at that time. We understand that some more photos of Casey Anthony will be released. We don't know if these are the ones we've already seen that we've blurred out, but there's a lot of stuff coming.
So I'm very interested in finding also about the search warrant returns and images, photos that were actually taken during the searches of the Anthony home, and we don't know where else. We just know search warrant images are going to be handed out publicly. We'll find out more about the case, but right now, has the defense tipped their hand? Is the tot mom going to try and blame little Caylee's murder on yet another lover, Ricardo Morales? Straight back out to Kathy Bellich. Kathy, who is Ricardo Morales? Everyone, we are taking your calls live. Kathy, go ahead.
He is another one of Casey's ex-lovers. She dated him last year between January and April. He had, if you remember, the page on his website, on his computer that said, "Win her over with chloroform." He said he had that on his computer since January. He said that Casey might have seen that on his computer because she had access to his computer. And if you remember, it was March, during that same period when she was dating him, that someone researched chloroform on the Anthony's computer. Of course, prosecutors believe that was Casey.
Well, wasn't that on the Anthony home computer?
That's right. That's right. And,
all right. You know what? I guess their backs against the wall. Let's go out to Natisha Lance, our producer on the story from the very beginning. Natisha, what can you tell me about Ricardo Morales? Now, all of this is after her attempt and her family's attempt to point the finger at fiance Jesse Grund falls flat. What do you know about Morales?
Well, Nancy, Ricardo Morales, if you recall, back on June 9th, Casey spent the night. She came over with Caylee. He said they went to bed. Caylee was there. He woke up in the morning. Caylee was then gone. Casey told him that her mother had called in the middle of the night asking for Caylee to come home, and he said that she was gone after that point. Now, after that, Cindy Anthony has said that a phone call was never made, so we don't know where Caylee was during that time period. But as Kathy said, they did date from about January through April. He's been pretty quiet for the most part. He has said a few things about Casey Anthony. He said that if she were to do anything to Caylee, it would be because of her partying habits. But a lot more to come, and a lot more that we're going to be finding out about Ricardo Morales.